No, I'm not AI. And yes, I'm a real person. Hey guys, Diego here and welcome back to my channel. I got my Switch 2 in the mail today and I am in such a good mood. What is a better way to celebrate than doing my makeup? Today I'm gonna be showing you my brand new everyday makeup routine. If you wanna see me transform from this to this, then keep on watching. I'm only gonna be using 6 products to do this entire look, minus eyebrows. Before I start today's video, I just wanna make one thing really clear. If you're somebody who's really triggered by men wearing makeup, why are you watching? And on top of that, why are you commenting? Obviously, I've gotten mostly really positive feedback. I also got a lot of hate. And I mean, that's okay. Die mad about it. There was one that stood out to me the most. This person left me multiple comments insulting me because he was like, you're such a sissy for wearing makeup. I would much rather watch you just throw thirst traps and dance to stupid music. Show us your body. That is a better way to promote yourself. Really use your advantage. And I'm just baffled that people like that really do exist online. But I just want to make it really clear to all of you homophobes and bigots. You can attack me and degrade me all you want because I am a semi-public figure for putting myself out there. But just don't cry about it when you get blocked. Bitches be like getting blocked and then follow me on other social media platforms and ask me,
why did you block me?
Probably because you said something really horrible, being really disrespectful and uneducated. So. Anyways, that's enough. Let's get started. I just took a shower and this is the status of my skin currently. I do have a lot of redness on my face. My face is just naturally really pale. The skin on my face is really thin and sensitive. When I don't wear makeup, my face is a different shade than the rest of my body. I'm currently still dealing with some acne scarring from adjusting to the move. Obviously, I want to cover up the flopped microblading eyebrows. I'm going to be using my hero product of the month. This is the Green Lab Tinted Moisturizer. Why do I prefer this instead of a foundation? Because it is super easy to apply. It doesn't offer that much coverage, so it really does give you a very natural look without needing any techniques. I'm just gonna squeeze out 2 pumps and that's how much I usually use. As you can see, the viscosity is rather thick. I'm just gonna use my fingers to put the product on my face. You can just use your fingers to blend it out. I'm just gonna use a damp beauty blender because it's way faster this way. Some people need to realize that I'm not a drag queen, nor is this a cosplay channel. I'm not gonna become Elsa from Frozen by the end of this. Right? I'm gonna transform to a better version of keyword myself. Perhaps with better skin, maybe a nice flush. I am not gonna become an anime character when I finish my makeup, nor am I gonna wear crazy eyelashes or a cut crease or anything like that. All right, so this is one layer of the Green Lab. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. The techniques and makeup looks that I'll be demonstrating on this channel will be something that you can confidently and easily wear to school, to work, to any daily or special occasions for both guys and girls. So I feel like there might be some unrealistic expectations and misunderstanding going on. The sponge that I'm using is from RT. It's one of my tried and true. I feel like it just gives such a no makeup look. This is buildable, so if you want more coverage, you can definitely put on a second layer. I mean, honestly, nobody will be able to tell that you're wearing foundation. You can still see some imperfections showing through. Honestly, that is what I'm going for. The thing I love the most about it is that a lot of Asian beauty brands, when they have darker shades, they usually make it really yellow, like the type of yellow that gives unhealthy. But Green Lab does it so well. See how I applied this? My face and my neck are so much more in harmony. I've worn this to the gym many times. This really does last all day if you set it, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But I just want to be fully transparent with you guys. I do have a working relationship with this brand. Not for this video, but we have worked together in the past, and I just want to disclose that. I do have a link for this product down below. They have 4 shades, I believe. If you purchase through my link, I do get a commission, but I want you to make your own choices. I truly like this product, and this is a part of my makeup routine. I wouldn't recommend it to you guys if I don't like it. It doesn't seem logical to me to ruin my own brand just to earn a quick buck. Next, I'm going to cover up my dark circles, and today I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye in the shade 20. This one a little goes a long way, so you just need a little tiny bit. And this is how much I'll be using. I'm just gonna thin out the product on the mixing paper until it's almost transparent, like that. And then I'm gonna put it right on top of my dark circles. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit before blending it out. All right, it's been a minute. I'm gonna blend it out using a little stippling brush. All you do is just poke, and voila, you're done. Ta-da! You're so cute. If If I have a really special occasion or if I'm going on camera, I will usually use 2 shades of concealers to really enhance the dark circles. But for every day, I usually just use 1 shade and that's good enough for me. Now the base is all complete. It's looking natural, it's looking nice. I want to keep it on my face throughout the day, especially in the summer. I'm going to be using the one size setting powder in the shade Translucent. I have the mini size of the same powder just for when I travel. I'm going to use a sponge. I'm going to grab some loose powder and this is how much I have. I'm going to first set my under eye. Look how instantly that airbrushed my under eye. You know, a good loose powder is going to do that because it's so ultra finely milled. I'm just going to use the Makeup Forever 130 brush and dip into the loose powder and set my entire face. You can stop at any point of this makeup routine if you feel like you like what you're seeing. I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows off camera and come back. All right, I'm back. This is one of my OG gray toned contour powder. This one is the Kevyn Aucoin The Sculpting Powder in the shade Medium. This one is gonna give you bone structure that you didn't even know you have. Instead of a small angled brush, I'm gonna be using a Wet n Wild powder brush like this because I want the process to be quick. Brushes like this is gonna allow you to blend as you apply the product. So I'm just gonna grab a little on the brush. I put it on top of my cheeks instead of below my cheeks. This is gonna give you a more lifted look. I'm gonna go straight to the corners of my forehead, but I'm not gonna connect it in the middle. This technique is gonna create almost like a folding effect on your face. It's gonna give you a very nice structure. Same thing for the jawline. Again, on the other side, I don't connect the middle of my forehead. When I turn, there's not gonna be a really weird streak of brown. This sculpting powder is really versatile. We're gonna use it for our face, our eyes, our nose, even our mustache today. I'm gonna be using a medium-sized eyeshadow brush. This one is the 206 brush from Picasso. Grab a little bit of the powder. I'm gonna even it out on the mirror. We're gonna start contouring our eyes. I usually start at the top of my nose bridge and go all the way to my eye socket. And then instead of going straight down, I only contour the tip of my nose. Okay. And if I want a pointier effect, I just draw a little line across the tip of my nose. Again, same thing on the other side. I'm gonna use the 205 brush from Picasso. It is a bigger blending brush and I'm gonna blend it out. For bottom eyeshadow today, we'll be using a little pencil brush. Same thing. Step 1, line silkworm, need I say more? It's super easy with this powder. And then I'm gonna use the same contour powder to fill out the outer corners of my eyes. This is gonna come off as your natural discoloration. Lastly, if you have facial hair like I do, if any of the products that we used prior is covering up your facial hair, you can use this powder to fill in any patchy areas, and I'm gonna do just that. Lastly, before we set this makeup in place, we're gonna use a blush. And this one, I do have a bone to pick. This is Ginger by Laura Mercier. This is my most favorite blush of all time. The powder of this blush is formulated with hyaluronic acid, so it's super moisturizing. The application is not powdery at all. However, that makes the powder itself cracks really easily. Mine was completely shattered. I did pay for a service to get it fixed. Some people might be turned off by the idea of blushes, especially for men, but trust me, using the right blush is gonna make you look even more natural. Best way that I can explain this is that, remember Lady Gaga in Bad Romance? The scene of her in the bathtub. And so many people were like, she looks so good barefaced. Why does she wear so much makeup usually? The truth is, it's called a nude makeup look. It doesn't necessarily mean you're wearing less products. It's just that you're using a lighter color theory. This blush is gonna make you look like you just went out for a run. You just got back from the gym. It is an 8-hour sleep in a compact. I sound like the salesperson of Laura Mercier, but I am not affiliated with them. I would love to be. I just use a really big brush, and this is the 128 from Makeup Forever. I just put it on the top of my cheeks, on my forehead, basically everywhere. My best friend Lucia came to visit me one year and she was like, you're gonna use a green primer to cancel out your redness, but then just set your whole face with a blush. And then I was like, yes, and? All right, to set this makeup look in place, I'm gonna be using the Fix setting spray, and this one is their summer edition. I hate the smell. I have tried almost every one of their setting sprays, and this one is the worst in terms of smell, but it does work. This one is an aerosol can. The mist is ultra fine. A setting spray is going to be able to take off that makeup-y, powdery look while setting your makeup in place. I do highly recommend you getting a setting spray if you don't have one. If you have dry skin, you're all done, but I have really oily skin. I'm going to use the sponge that we applied our loose powder with, and I'm just going to use the leftover loose powder to tone down the shine. Alright guys, so that is all for today's video. I hope you learned something today. Remember, makeup is for everybody, and if people around you don't understand you for wanting to wear makeup or even bully you, just know that I'm here for you. I hope you have a great day. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.